Everything, man. We work and sacrifice all our time all year so we can play. So a lot of people are talking about our future games, but we're so excited to play this one game and one game at a time. So Portland State is what we're looking at, and they're going to be ready. They're going to come in our stadium and they're going to try to smack us. So I'm excited, man.
What presence do you want to set early in this season by playing Portland State? What message do you want to send to the world?
Everything that we come to play. I mean, Portland State is just like every other team on our schedule. We want to win all our games, so we want to show that we came to play, and not only that, but our younger guys are there to play, and we're going to try to be consistent with our technique and all that.
Tuni, it sounds like your team's talked about the problem of falling into a trap against an FCS team that some big-name schools have done. Have you talked about that, and how do you avoid it?
You just gotta. A game is a game. Like, you don't want to lose any game. So every practice you get, first of all, is it could be your last. It's never guaranteed. So we're trying to play with that mindset that you gotta play like every day's your last. Every game's your last. For me, I'm a senior, and these games could be my last. So they're special to us seniors and the rest of the team, because last year we played SUU and they played physical. They try to smack us in the mouth, and Portland State is going to do the same. They're going to try to come and win in our stadium, make our fans quiet and all that. So we just got to come and get better each week. So.
Have you received a scouting report? Have you been able to watch any kind of film, get any information on what you expect from the offensive line?
Yeah, we've done a lot of walkthroughs and kind of gone against their defense, seen what we can do. Really worked on our technique against their front, and how we can work on our strengths to play their D and kind of do our scheme. So.
How important is getting off to a good start in the first game early on, particularly against a team, like you said, fired up to try and hang with you guys, give themselves a chance to win? How important is it to get off strong?
It means everything. It's super important because you want to carry that momentum, right? So if you lose the first game, you're going to be like, oh, dang, well, we better go win our second game. But if you win that first game and, really win that game as a team, and then your second game, you're like, we did it. Come on, let's build more. We can get better. We're better than that. And it's just momentum that always picks up.
And even on a smaller level, at the game itself, how important is that first quarter, for example, to come out and, kind of set the tone of the game?
Yeah, it sets the tone for everything. If you come out flat, then sometimes it can be a struggle to kind of pick up, but if you come off right off the bat, then right off the ball every play, you can kind of ride that momentum, ride that excitement. You don't feel as tired or as gassed. You don't feel hurt. The excitement takes over. The adrenaline takes over. So,
how game ready do you think this offensive line is?
That's kind of a hard question because for us, we're always trying to be better. We're never at the point that we want to be, because if you are, then you start. It's like an uphill battle. If you're not moving, then you're going backwards. And we try to keep that mindset. So every day we're trying to get better. Even if we have the best practice of our lives, we're trying to get better and work on those things. So for that question, we'll see when game day comes. But we're never at the point that we want to be. We're always working and trying to perfect our craft.
Where do you think you got better from the start of camp 4 weeks ago to today?
A lot has changed. I think first of all, it's probably been one of the most physical camps that I've been a part of. Both offense and defense, we've been super physical, really getting after each other. But also consistency-wise, I think that we've been more consistent on getting our assignment, knowing our assignment, and being able to do our responsibilities. And while being physical, sometimes it can be hard to be physical and know your assignment because thinking so much. But we've been able to kind of bring those together and really try to bring our consistency to the table. So.
You had a visitor today. What does that do game week, just kind of to have someone like that come and talk to you guys?
Yeah, it's exciting. For people that don't know, it's the guy from the movie Invincible. I don't know if you've ever watched that. Great movie. But he came and kind of talked to us about how it was an impossible task that he had, and he was able to accomplish it. And, dream big, and no matter how big your dreams are, work, and you can accomplish it and do anything. So I think it got the team pumped up. It's game week. There's a whole nother vibe. The whole camp, you're kind of like the guy across from you is kind of your enemy, until you get into the locker room. But now, it's game week, so we're more bonded together, and we're trying to accomplish our dreams, which is, winning our games together. So I think that it brought a lot of excitement.
One of the things the captains talked early in the year, Fred and Butch, some of those guys talked about, is the they wanted to bring energy to every practice because they felt like sometimes it tends to lull. How do you feel like the team was able to do during camp at keeping that energy level high and now carrying that forward?
Great. I mean, we got a lot of guys that are excited about football, and when you kind of verbally, talk during practice, you're like, "Let's go, guys! Let's have a great day." We feed off of that. We get in the huddle, you're kind of tired, and someone's like, let's go, beat them up. Then you're like, oh yeah, let's do it. So we all feed off of each other, and the excitement has been it's been really high. We have a lot of leaders on the team that are experienced, been in games for how many years, and that excitement has been up all camp. So.
Last couple questions.
You've talked about the O-line wanting to be physical and hit people and that kind of thing all fall camp. How excited are you just to be able to hit somebody else, somebody that's not on one of your D linemen?
Very excited. I mean, when you're doing practice, you got to kind of have a balance, right? You want to be physical, but you don't want to hurt your own player. When you go against another team, you don't have to have any of those. I mean, you don't want to hurt anybody. That's like something you never wish on somebody, but you don't have to hold back. You can kind of just let loose and do your thing. So, very excited.